Secretary Granholm, you and the President have framed this war in Ukraine as the primary driver of the spikes in energy costs. That's the largest contributor to overall inflation. But the Fed chairman was on the Hill today, testified, he was asked a question, is the war the primary driver of inflation? And his answer was no. How do you square that? Is he wrong?
I didn't hear what he said on that, but I think most people acknowledge that the price of fuel is a big driver of inflation. And in fact, they've put large percentages on it. And so we know that the war in Ukraine, having driven up the price of fuel because it crimps supply. It's a total supply and demand question. We've got to make up for the million barrels per day that have lost. We will have a demand problem when China opens up after COVID. There will be additional upward pressure on supply. This is why we need, not just in the U.S., but we need globally more supply brought on board. And
His full quote was, no, inflation was high before, certainly before the war in Ukraine broke out.
Well, I think most would say that the price of fuel has exacerbated inflation.
I don't have to say anything. I'm a doctor too.